your mouth. Don't. All right, let's see.
Lindsay's sassy today.
You have a rat on your shoes.
Who's got a rat on their shoes?
We've had some rat problems here recently.
We knew you guys were on the East Coast. We knew you were in New York.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, where do you guys live again? I'm like, what is happening? We're in. Yay, we're in the YouTube
we're
Live.
in the YouTube Live.
Hi, YouTube Live. Do you feel the difference?
Yeah.
Once you get into
I
YouTube
just
Live?
got like, it's a little, actually, it feels like an electric shock. I don't like it. It's too much
Yes,
energy.
Too much.
Too much energy coming from our 0 watchers. What are they call them? Watchers? That sounds creepy.
Followers?
That sounds even creepier. Not just mean people
Viewers.
who are watching. Viewers, that's the word.
Ding, 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 ding. You get a point.
For the simplest word possible. Thank you.
All right, are we ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Ooh.
Must be the moon.
No. We've just been friends for too long and been in too many rooms together.
Oh, so many rooms.
How
All right,
many?
ready?
Yes,
How many
I
rooms
don't
have we
know.
been in? You want to count?
No. How many rooms have I loved you in? Let me count the rooms. All right, go.
All right, ready?
Go.
Welcome to Fuck You, I'm Smarter, the comedy game show where we compete with a guest to be crowned the smartest person in the room. Zoom YouTube Live.
Woo!
Woo! Bow, bow, bow. You know, there's a moon out there.
That's what I heard. I heard she was full.
Oh no, we shouldn't talk about the moon because this will be a few weeks after the moon.
Damn it. It'll probably be the next full moon. It's fine.
But this is what kind of house I'm living in. Ready?
Okay.
I looked up what time the moon was going to be like an eclipse and like a
Full.
some sort of
da-da-da.
long full moon.
It's a long full moon.
And it
yeah.
said between 1 and 4. And
1 and 4 what?
1 and 4 in the morning.
Okay.
So I knew that wasn't happening. I got my flu shot and my booster yesterday.
You were
and I
passed
knew I
out.
was
You're not going
at
out to
like
look at the
8 o'clock
moon.
at night.
Yeah.
So at 4 in the morning, I happened to wake up to pee.
No,
And-
that was the moon tapping you on the
Mhm.
shoulder.
And I looked, I like got up, I peed, and then I got back in bed. And I said, Bradley, it's 4 in the morning. Should we go look at the moon? And he went, no. And I said, okay. And we just skipped it. We didn't look.
Yeah.
We were awake, though, to look at it.
He was awake because you yelled at him.
I know, we're just losers. I feel like that was a loser move.
I did hear that this was the first full moon, lunar, whatever this was. It was the first one since like the 1400s.
I know, we're losers. We were awake.
Yeah.
He goes, it's too cloudy. And I thought, well, how do you know that?
Right,
in
you're not-
bed.
you don't
You're
know
not
that.
even-
It's an excuse.
It made him feel better. So that's
So
where I'm at.
I can't wait to find out if our guest looked at the moon yesterday.
Yes, I can't wait. 'Cause they're on the same coast as us.
Right.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not,
'Cause I didn't believe
for
it.
some reason we thought they were on the East Coast.
3:30 your time, our time, your time, who time? What?
Yeah,
Whose time?
I hadn't written the games yet, and you're like, "Well, I'll see you in an hour and a half." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, we figured it out.
We figured it out.
Well, let's bring in our guests. They are the hosts of a very funny podcast about everything but the weather. It is called
Yes.
The Weather's Crazy. Hi, Greg and Jack. How are you?
Yes. Golf
Good,
clap.
how are you?
Golf clap.
Woo! Oh, that's
Thank
really
you.
good
Yeah.
sound.
When you guys sent us the invite, we thought you were in Hawaii because you said you were Pacific time and we were 6:30 and it said 3:30 your guys' time. We didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, I thought you must have been in a sailboat somewhere between
wow.
here and Japan.
All right.
Yeah, we're just floating on a ship somewhere out in the
Yeah.
Pacific.
Well, my head is on Hawaii time. You know what I mean? But my
No.
body is here.
I don't know what that means. I don't know if I want to know what that
I don't
means.
know.
I know what it means.
Hi,
It's Hawaii
guys.
time somewhere.
Yeah. It's
It is Hawaii time, so
somewhere.
probably Hawaii.
So
Yeah.
you guys are you're
in California?
Berkeley? Where are you?
Yeah, San Francisco.
Steps away.
San
San
Francisco.
Francisco.
San Francisco.
The Bay Area.
Bay Area. And did you guys grow
It's
up
lovely.
there?
Yeah. Yeah, we both grew up.
We
not
we
too
grew
far.
up like 30 minutes away from here
Yeah.
and like almost blocks away from each other's houses.
Wow. So did you grow
Yeah.
up together or where did you meet?
Yeah, we met in second grade.
Went in second grade, not first
Oh.
grade. I went to a Catholic
not?
school before going over to the public school where he was.
Oh, we're
The nuns didn't like me very
losers.
much. I was a little bit of a
So you
trouble
got
kid.
you got kicked out of Catholic school at a very young age.
First grade.
Yeah, and had to
It was
go,
I was asked to leave was the
was
phrase
the way
they
they
used.
phrased it. Okay,
Yeah.
well that was
Okay.
nice of them to spare your feelings, I guess. Asked to leave. What did you do?
What did you do?
So they said that I and I put this in quotes because it's up to interpretation. They said that I started a gang was what they told my mother.
Oh, a first
When you're
grader.
Yeah, first grade gang. Like our whole thing was we climbed up on some play structure and like did a Power Rangers. Like I was the red Power Ranger, someone else was like the blue Power Ranger. We all had like our different colors. We would wear that to school and then just tell everyone we were the Power Rangers. And they were like, "This is aggressive."
That's the
You guys
devil's work
are-
right there.
Wow,
Yeah,
that
it's the
just
devil's
sounds like
work.
kids playing, though, huh?
No,
Mhm.
it's
No,
the devil's
I'm sorry.
work.
Right?
No,
No, you're right.
children should not have any fun.
Mhm.
Yeah,
The
it's
church says
religion.
it's all about redemption. So the amount of like havoc you have to be raising in a first grader for them to get up on you is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You're redeemed unless you wear red or blue or yellow to school.
Yeah. Wow,
Incredible.
that's crazy. So you go to second grade where the other kids go.
Yeah.
Out of the,
Just
the
shamefully
non-
walking in.
And you guys, was it love at first sight? Like, how'd it go down?
Yeah, I mean, we had the same class. We had a class taught by 2 teachers because one wasn't enough.
They were like, 12 kids, we need 2 teachers for
Yeah.
this.
Understood.
Well, they
Understood.
probably
Yeah.
heard that you were coming, Greg.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
an extra one just for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we just met playing at recess probably.
I think one of them was going through a divorce during the time. Did you ever pick up on that?
No.
No?
But now that you say that, it
Because
makes
she
sense.
she left class a lot. She had personal stuff going on. She was leaving all the time,
Yeah.
and it was just one of them. Yeah.
Oh,
It was
wow.
when you're in
That's what
second
the
grade,
other
you don't know
teacher's
those things.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. We've talked about that on the podcast. Like if we do this hungover or if we just like think about like, could you imagine how hungover our teachers were sometimes? Like they had to deal with us in that state. I can't believe it.
No, exactly. Like you're there 5 days a week. You know that some of your teachers, or maybe
Are
all of them,
hungover
at some
once a
point,
week.
at some point, are hungover.
Yeah.
I know a fair
Wow.
amount of teachers now. Like I'm friends with them, and it's really bizarre thinking that you were the people in charge of me as a kid.
Yes. I know.
It's scary.
It's like babies teaching
Yeah.
babies.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
And it's weird to like hang out with a friend at nighttime who is a teacher during the work week. And you're like, shouldn't you be
Right.
home right now? Like, don't you have to wake
Isn't
up at
it
like
a school
4?
night?
Yeah. Do you have homework?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Don't you have to grade some papers?
Yeah. You basically have to present, like your job as a teacher, obviously is to teach kids, but like you're basically presenting all day long.
Yes.
And that to me, that sounds anxiety provoking.
It's a lot of energy.
Wait, but
Yeah.
one of you in your homework said you liked to present. Who was the
That's
presenter?
me actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Explain
So-
that.
Yeah.
Well,
you
in order to be motivated to do schoolwork, I needed some sort of stakes. And so having to speak in front of the class it forced me to know what I was talking about, because otherwise I could not care less about what the assignment was.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's cute. So as a student, you were saying in your email to us that you were smart enough to get by, but you didn't study. But
Yeah.
then Greg
unfortunately.
also said that he didn't study either.
No, very laissez-faire.
So you guys were students that just got by, basically, is what you're saying.
He got good grades. I got by.
It was a slow burn. It was a slow burn. It took a while. I had a meteoric rise. I was like a B through D student throughout middle school, and then in high school, first 2 years, C's pretty regularly. Like, okay, I'm showing up,
Yeah.
getting 70s, and then junior and senior year, I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden, like I was eating Eggo waffles and getting A's, and it switched.
Something clicked.
Yeah,
And you
something
never
clicked.
studied, but you still never studied. Still a laissez-faire
Uh,
student, and it just
a
like
little more, a
figured
little
out
more,
how to do it. Okay, all right.
Wow.
but
Yeah.
not enough.
So vaguely hard work pays off, or minimal effort pays off. You could say.
I wouldn't say it pays off.
Yeah, I think I've shot myself in the foot multiple times
Yeah.
by thinking I'm too smart for whatever the test was.
And then you would get up there in front of the class, having to explain, having to present, and you'd be like, No, actually, I don't know. I don't know.
Exactly.
But it probably made you a good bullshitter, a good
schmoozer, like a
good
good
people.
performer.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit. Yeah. Definitely.
I think both of us in eighth
Fake it
grade,
till you
when we
make
were in
it.
class together, we would present sometimes as part of class. And I feel like our approach was always add in a little bit of factual information, but then layer it with some like gotcha jokes in the middle of it.
100%.
That's
Just to
the
see
way
if
to
people
do
are
it.
paying attention.
You gotta beef
Really
it
an
up.
opportunity for stand-up comedy with a little bit of whatever
Yeah.
the assignment was.
It's like on Maria Antoinette. You like throw some jokes in there.
That's amazing. That's so cute. I love that you guys have known each other for so long. What is your funniest memory of each other in school, like school related?
So this moment was actually probably like our biggest bonding moment as friends.
Mhm.
Was in 6th grade, our science class or
Seventh
biology.
grade. Very important.
Get it right.
It was Family Life Week,
Oh.
and so we were watching a pregnancy / birth video.
Oh.
Woof.
And I immediately was not feeling well, just regarding the subject in
boy.
general. So I was
That's a
getting
lot.
lightheaded. 7th grade me couldn't handle it. And so I went up to the teacher and was like, hey, I just need to like stand outside. There's a lot. And so I went outside, was trying to like take deep breaths, and I'm sitting out there, and all of a sudden Greg comes out and he goes, man, that was a lot. The same way. And I was like, yeah.
It was almost like that prison moment where you're like, what are you in for? And we found out we're in for the same thing. Because like
wow, that's
when
really
you're
cute.
when you're like 11 years old, like I had seen a naked person like twice in my life, and
Right.
both of them were
That's a
my
lot.
mother. So like
right.
at that point, you know, to go from 0 to 100, like I wanted to get there, but just my body was like, dude, this is too
Oh,
fast
too
for
much.
us.
It's too much. 11 years old to like go from not really even knowing what a naked person looks like to seeing a human coming out of another human. I
Yeah,
think
and I feel
is
like-
a really there should be some foreplay to that, so
Yeah.
to speak.
Yeah, there should be some
preamble.
educational-
Massage that.
Yeah,
Massage
you
that before that.
gotta build up to that. That
Yeah,
is
show
lot
us a
for
diagram, walk us through like, how does this
Yeah,
happen?
'cause-
How do we get
'cause
here?
Right.
A little bit of that.
And because it also just looks like very pain. You're like, this person is being tortured in front of me.
Can I tell you guys something really crazy?
I don't know.
So-
After what, piggybacking off of that, I don't know what you're gonna say, and I don't know if we're ready
Yeah.
for it.
So
Does anyone have a paper bag I can breathe into?
I was at a friend's house, my friend Tim, who was the first episode of Fuck You, I'm Smarter. And he has
was
this
the
friend,
episode.
Jessica, and they were joking about her birth video for one of her kids. She kept saying it, shot right out there, it shot right out there. And I was like, we were laughing and making jokes about it. And she's like, do you want to see it?
No.
So we put it on the TV in the living room and we watched it over and over because
Oh my
this
God.
baby literally, like someone was throwing a football, shot out of her. It was the craziest thing. I said, play it again, play it again.
Oh my
I
god.
couldn't believe what was happening.
I love that she was fine with watching that. Like
over and over.
sipping a cocktail, being like, let's watch
Yeah.
my birth video.
Yeah.
I like how
7
she just
times.
had that just like on deck, ready to go.
did.
Like,
On ready to
wanna
go.
watch this?
ready to
She
go.
did.
Yeah.
Amazing.
it's right in here next to my 25th birthday party, and also my birth video. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
She was
great.
just she was so ecstatic. I'm sure that someone actually wanted to watch it.
Wait, that's a really cute memory. What about
Yeah.
you, Greg? Do you have any other memories, like favorite memories of Jack?
Yeah, my favorite memory of Jack was, I think you'll remember this, was a middle school baseball game playing against Jack. Jack was on a different team, and at this point, we've become pretty good friends,
Mhm.
and so we sort of do middle school together. If the birth story has anything to show, it's that we did middle school together. And we're playing baseball. We're not on the same teams though, so it's like a little league game. We're not on the same team. Jack is pitching, so I'm excited about this. I haven't seen Jack pitch before. I go up to bat immediately. Well, not immediately. It's a few pitches. It was a little higher in the count, and I hit a little shot out to left field, and I thought it was a home run. And so I start like celebrating on my way to first base.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, who cares? It's a t-ball or it's a little league game, but because it's off
Right.
of him, I'm way happier.
You're like, woo!
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm celebrating and I see like the outfielder running towards the ball because it did not go far enough. And it sort of like trickled to the fence. It wasn't even a home run. It wasn't even close.
Aw.
And I'm like rounding first base and I was like, oh, now I have to sprint now. You know, where you have to go from being ecstatic to like trying to be a part of it now.
Yeah.
So I'm sprinting to
Yeah, you
second
can't
base.
just rest on your laurels. You're like, I actually have to try.
Right.
I'm gonna get out. Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so
Uh-huh.
it ended up being it went from what I thought was going to be a home run against my best friend to
Right.
a very sad, like almost double
Yeah.
against my best friend. But I remind him about once a year, just so
At
he
least once a year.
he remembers.
I did strike him out his next at bat.
But at that point, it doesn't really matter, you know.
So it was
Mm.
kind of the beginning of our rivalry.
Right.
Rivalry.
Rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Competition.
We're diving
We're gonna
into that
stoke
today.
those fires.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight. Yeah.
You
yeah,
guys
yeah.
are playing
Yeah.
against each other, and we're super, super excited about it. Before we play our game, so I have a selfish question for myself and myself only. Because you guys are in the Bay Area, you guys live very close to my favorite band, Green Day. I would like
Yes.
to know how many times you've seen them live.
Ooh, okay. I've never seen Green Day live. However, my first
Oof,
concert was seeing
wrong
Linkin
answer.
Park live.
Another wrong answer.
That's another wrong answer.
I'm so disappointed in you guys. You have
No,
no
it's
idea.
fine.
No, I just know they
I've
play a
never
lot
seen Green
Day live.
locally. I know they
had a
play a
friend
lot
that dressed
locally.
up as Green Day in middle school, and he did a little
Alright.
concert. So proxy.
Okay.
We'll
All right.
take it.
That's fine.
You've
A
Oh,
seen
wait.
concert.
adjacent, Green Day adjacent.
Exactly.
One
You have a
more.
sel- you
I
have a
just have.
selfish question?
It's not a selfish question. It's actually based on
Oh,
what,
yes.
some of what one of you
Where
said.
did we put the?
Where did I
yes,
write that?
Yes, yes. We have some questions.
Who? Greg. Greg was in. Greg had
You
a
like
brief
Radiohead?
rapping phase.
Oh
You're
God.
like,
Yeah.
do I
Yeah.
like Radiohead?
Yeah.
Do I like Radiohead? Do I don't like Radiohead? Okay. I would die for Radiohead. Greg, I want to hear briefly about your brief rapping phase, and then I want to hear your most embarrassing band name because you said you were in some
Oh,
embarrassing
yeah.
bands.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Ooh, Lindsay.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of sounded like that actually. Yeah. My rap phase was very brief. I thought it was cool then, but it, you know, looking back on it, it's probably one of the most shameful times of my life.
Okay.
You could have found me on a website called Pure Volume. Did you guys ever hear of Pure
is it
Volume?
still there?
Is it
Is
still
it
there?
still
Because
there?
that's all I want to know.
we
I want
find it?
I want the evidence. Like I want to
Oh
see. it.
no, Pure
Because-
Volume was gone in like 2009.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It was one of those like old school like Napster type of sites.
Oh, got it. Okay.
No,
If
I
you
mean these
have
files are
any
deleted off the
MP3s
face.
of this that you could
Yeah, if
possibly
you want to
send.
share anything, just
you
let us
know.
It's
know.
no, you guys,
We're
you don't understand
open.
how embarrassing it is. I cannot let this get out. Like I would almost rather tweet something racist than have these
Right.
songs
Understood.
get out there.
Wow.
Okay.
That
had
must
an
be
end of the
real
year
bad
party
then.
in eighth grade
Yeah.
at the school, and the school like hired a DJ, and somehow the DJ got a hold of your song and was playing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Was I there?
Yeah. You're there.
I think I
Were you
blocked
like,
it. I
this
think
is me, this is my
blocked it out of my memory.
jam!"
So my album was called The Mixed Up Files of a G.
Right. That's it.
Oh my God.
God. And
Next,
I had I had three songs. I had I'm a Balla, which was my hit song.
That was your hit.
That was a hit to about three people, three in my family. And
Look,
the
if you
second
can
one
change
was
just one person's life. It's
Yeah.
yeah. Then I mean, I think it changed mine for the worse. But I had two other songs. One of them, I'm a Balla, was like my hey, I'm a rapper, I'm here now. It's just so you guys know who I am. But then I had sort of like an introspective song. Do you remember the name of it? It was
I
like-
remember this song.
It's something like it's just a dirty sweater. Like I try so hard, but all I get's a dirty sweater. You know, my effort's not paying off.
Yeah, no, it makes. I get.
Yeah.
Yeah, we understand.
There you
Yeah,
go.
the dirty sweater. Yeah.
Wow.
There you
It's
go.
like mom's spaghetti on your sweater already, you know?
Exactly.
100. Yeah, but before
that?
Eminem.
Eminem.
Oh.
Oh, this was before you thought of the sweater first.
Are you Eminem?
yeah. I've just gotten a little more into Radiohead. That's it.
All right, cool. And you had it, and the embarrassing band name?
Okay, two bands. One in high school was called Four Rose Petals and a Bottle of Wine.
Why only 4 rose petals? Why not the whole rose?
There were 5 of us, and our lead singer was the bottle of wine. The rest of us were the rose petals.
Oh, got it.
Beautiful. And then you had another one that you were going to share?
Yeah, and I would like to say I didn't name either of these. I'm the drummer, so I get like least say in any
Right.
band decision
Right.
ever. Okay,
Yeah.
the second one in college was Pleasure Principle.
That's not that bad.
Okay, I'll take it.
I think it's better than 4 rose petals and a bottle of wine.
Do you think you were like a high school principal in charge of the pleasure, or was it like?
Oh, I thought of it more as like a principal.
I like it.
Principal, not a principal.
I like the principal. I like
Principal.
the pleasure principal.
That sounds like a lawsuit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. Like a print, like the actual principal of the school.
Principal of the school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's in charge of
Okay,
pleasure.
one quick question before we start. Jack, you said that you burned CDs. That was like a big making playlists and burning CDs. Give us
Yes.
like the first 3 songs on like an old school burns CD that you would make for a love interest.
Oh yeah, girl that you like.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man.
Like, how are you gonna woo? What are your woo songs? Like, you gotta
Definitely
listen to this.
anything off of the T-Pain Epiphany album.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a solid one.
Probably it's probably a 50 Cent song.
Wow.
Okay.
In the Woo
like
Girl
21
album.
Questions.
He goes.
This is.
Which one?
I mean,
He goes hard with the woo girl.
And
Mhm.
then there would be
So
like
you gotta get into
Usher
this.
Confessions.
okay.
Okay.
Then we bring it. Then we
Oh,
bring
it
we
down.
then we
Yeah.
shift. We shift.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Do you remember the
I see-
one
I
time
see.
you burned a CD and you left it in my car
Yeah.
when you visited me in college? And I started driving my car and I put on the CD player and I was like, this is definitely not my CD. I don't have any of these songs. I've never listened to these songs before. And I thought my mechanic like lent his my first guess was that my mechanic
Yeah.
was either listening to that CD or like his teenage son or daughter borrowed my car.
Right. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so funny. But then you're
It was
like,
probably
I'm getting so many chicks now with the CD playing in my car.
Yeah, exactly.
I had an
Of the
embarrassing
21
thing
Questions.
happen to me with a mix CD. I was on a plane and I must have had it like in a little mini like DVD thing, like the Walkman thing.
Yeah.
And it fell out or something. I don't know what happened, but I woke up to a flight attendant being like, Mike's makeout mix? Is this anyone's Mike's makeout mix? And I was like, oh my God, that's mine. My friend Mike made like Mike's makeout mix.
Your
And I was
friend
like,
Mike?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Was
Yeah.
he your boyfriend?
I don't know if we were making out then. Maybe.
I think
Mm.
after you
It was
listened
the
to
Mike's
I mean,
makeout mix.
What was
After
on
you
Mike's
listen to
makeout
that.
mix?
yeah.
I don't remember, but it was probably like dashboard confessional
Yes,
and like
Okay.
sex
correct.
garbage.
Yeah.
But
love
I
it.
was mortified. But I got it. I had to get it back. I mean, it was a great mix.
Yeah.
All right, should we play?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh God, I'm so excited. I'm simultaneously very
Guys.
nervous too. I haven't done
Don't
any
be
schooling in a
nervous.
long time.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
Don't be nervous.
We're really stupid, so it's totally you're in good company if you are too.
Do you want to take them to Shakespeare class first?
Sure.
Or- yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that.
Oh
So
God.
one of you did Shakespeare camp?
Yeah,
Jack,
yeah.
did
It
you do
lasted
Shakespeare?
3 days. I think it was a 5-day program.
Oh, you couldn't hack it. So this is perfect. So you don't know anything, and Greg probably doesn't know anything
Great.
because like he didn't like English, right?
No, and we also didn't
Yeah.
coordinate on any of this. So I didn't even know you went to a Shakespeare camp,
Yeah.
and now we're gonna answer Shakespeare
Truth is
questions.
coming out.
I'm
Truth is
ready.
coming out. Okay. All right, let's do it. So wait, did you get kicked out for doing Power Rangers moves?
No,
of
I
the-
didn't get kicked out.
gym?
I told my mom, I was like, I don't like any of the people there. I don't like the teachers. I won't go back.
I don't like the subject matter. I don't like
That
Shakespeare.
was a Shakespearean
The thing
move.
is, I actually
It
kind of
was.
like
Right.
Shakespeare.
Oh, you just didn't like the
I just
program.
didn't like exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
Okay.
recite any Shakespeare?
We're gonna find out.
I was kind of hoping you'd give us a little preview.
All right, guys. So we're gonna do a little game that I like to call Shakespeare Shenanigans.
Bringing it back for the new listeners.
For the new listeners, this is actually an old game, and this is I actually gathered some questions that we've done in past episodes with Clayton and with Rose, and just change them up a little bit. But this is a game that we like to do just to, like, you know, shake it up a little bit. And it's just going to be, you're going to fill in the blanks. I'm going to give you an A, B, and C. I'll give you a multiple choice. And I'll go back and forth between you asking questions. And we're going to take a modern phrase, or I'm going to have, it's a modern sentence with modern problems. And I'm going to ask you to fill in the blanks with what would make sense in Shakespeare's time. So you're going to use the correct Shakespearean word or phrase to finish this modern sentence. So, Jack, we'll start with you since you're the pro here, obviously.
You're in the hot seat.
Sounds good.
Okay, number one.
Hope the 3 days come back to you.
He is such a douchebag. Oh my God, I would never let him put his blank in my blank. Ugh. He is such a douchebag. I would never let him put his blank in my blank. I would never let him put his French withered pears in my bum bailey. Or I would never let him put his vile standing tuck in my pie corner.
Oh.
Or I would never let him put his cup of sack in my carbuncle.
I can't wait to see what you choose.
It was the second one, 100%.
Vile standing tuck in my pie corner.
Yes.
That is correct!
Oh!
Wow! Vile standing tuck is an erect penis, and a pie corner is a poussoir.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you know that?
Greg,
Yeah.
he knows his pie corners, so you better watch out.
Wow!
I guess that CD does work.
I guess it does. Very good. How did you know that? I'm impressed.
I wasn't lying.
I thought you were just reading body language. I totally thought you knew nothing, and you were just trying to sense out from her which one was the right
No,
one.
he said 100%.
He was like, he knew.
He knew
Yeah, yeah. He says that a lot.
Is that one from Romeo and Juliet? I think it might be. Okay, Greg, number 2. Hey, bro, I think I need to see a doctor. I woke up this morning with a blank on my blank.
Ooh.
Hey, bro, I think I need to see a doctor. I woke up this morning with a padjock on my arm gaunt.
Ooh.
I woke up this morning with a scutcheon on my flibbertigibet.
Whoa.
Or I woke up this morning with a 3-piled piece on my pizzle.
Oof. This all seemed rough.
Yeah.
I wish I woke up with a
Itches.
3-piled piece on my pizzle.
I don't know that you do, but maybe.
What was the second thing that you said? It sounded like Finnish or something.
Scutcheon. I woke up with a scutcheon on my flibbertigibet.
On my flibbertigibet, you said?
Flibbertigibet. Yes.
Yeah,
on your
that's the one.
flibbertigibet,
That's the one. Flibbertigibet.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That is incorrect. Jack, would you like a chance to steal?
Oh, you can steal?
Yeah, we can steal.
Can I hear the? I believe it's the first one.
Padjock on my arm gaunt. That's the first one is padjock on my arm gaunt.
That's the one you're going with.
Can I hear the
That's
last
the
one
one?
more time, just for good measure?
3-piled piece on my pizzle.
The first one.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. It's not padjock on my arm gaunt. It is 3-piled piece on my pizzle.
Ah, I knew it.
Ooh,
God.
3-piled piece refers to a syphilis sore, and a pizzle is specifically a bull's penis, but in this context, we're using it for a human body.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I don't want either of those things.
No, you really don't. Number 3, let's move on. Jack, this is for you. All right, well, listen, guys. Becky's trying to get laid for her birthday. You know how Becky is. Becky's got a Becky. So it looks like we're all going to have to go out with her all night for her birthday while she blanks with the blanks. All right, so Becky's trying to get laid all night. She's going to be A, gathering heads with the fools zanies. What else is she going to be doing? Well, she might be dyeing scarlet with the flowerets.
Ooh,
or
wow.
is she possibly pluckering down with the bungholes?
Ooh. Ooh, Becky.
These are all
she's
pretty tough.
getting wild tonight.
Becky has some good options here.
She
It was
does,
gathering
yeah.
heads with
Gathering
who?
heads with the fool's zanies, dyeing scarlet with the flowerets, pluckering down with the bungholes.
I believe it's the first one.
That is incorrect.
Hmm.
All right, Greg, chance to steal. Is she dyeing scarlet with the flowerets, or is she pluckering down with the bungholes?
As much as I want it to be C, I think the answer is B.
That is correct. Very good. You have stolen it. She's dyeing scarlet with me, which just means drinking heavily, and the flowerets are young men in the flower of their manhood.
Wow.
Oh, what's the flower of their manhood? Is that like the beginning of the manhood?
Yeah, so she likes the young ones.
Oh,
Yes.
spicy.
Classic Becky.
Becky.
Becky's a bit of a cougar, and we're
Wow,
not
okay.
judging.
No.
Yeah,
As long as they're 18.
please.
Yeah.
17 in some states.
No,
Hey.
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's okay. Don't take our word for it.
Shout out Alaska.
Yeah, okay, so now, you just stole, but it's your turn, Greg. If you really loved me, Chad, you would never have blanked the blank in the back of that theater. If you really loved me, Chad, you would never have grizzled the gudgeon in the back of the theater, or you would never have untrust the jig maker in the back of the theater, or
Whoa.
you would never have tittle-tattled the hedge priest in the back of that theater.
I want to know what all of these mean afterwards. These
Okay.
are amazing.
I
What was
think I do
what was
have
the
that
first
in
one
there.
again?
Grizzled the grudgeon.
Grizzled. The
No,
Grudgeon.
sorry. Grizzled the gudgeon.
Gudgeon.
Grizzled
That
the
changes
Gudgeon.
things.
Doesn't it?
Grizzled the gudgeon. And sorry, the second one more time. I already eliminated the third one.
I know, it's fine. Grizzled the gudgeon, untrust the jig maker, or tittle tattle the hedge priest.
I think. Oh, gosh, this is
Something
one of the
funny
hardest
about
questions.
Someone whispering, tittle tattle the hedge priest.
Tittle tattle. I'm gonna go with grizzled the grudgeon.
The grudge. That is incorrect. It's not grizzled the grudgeon
No.
or the gudgeon. Jack, chance to steal. Untrust the jig maker, or tittle tattle the hedge priest.
It's a 50-50 shot here.
Only because I dislike tittle tattled, I'm gonna go with untrust the.
That is
what is it?
correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
The jig maker.
I feel like you should get a
Jig
half
maker.
point for not knowing the rest of it.
The jig maker.
There you go.
Yes.
It is untrust, which means to disrobe, and the jig maker
Oh.
is someone would. Let's see. It was typical in Shakespeare's day. After the play was over, one of the actors, usually the company's best comic actor, would perform a lively jig, a bawdy song and dance routine. The hedge priest is an illiterate priest. Grizzled means gray. A gudgeon is a fish.
gray fish.
I don't know what tittle tattle is.
I'll show you. what
Yeah,
tittle
you
tattle
will.
is.
I was
All right,
waiting for
couple
someone to say
more.
that.
All right, now everyone's stealing, so now I'm confused. Whose turn is it? I believe it's
I think
Jack's
it's
turn?
Jack's turn.
yeah, I think it's Jack's turn.
I think
If
you're
you
up,
really
right?
loved me, Chad. If you really loved me, Chad. Here, we're back to Chad. If you really loved me, Chad, you would know that I need you to blank my blank once in a while.
I hear you.
I'm gonna need you, Chad. Sometimes, not every time, but sometimes I am just gonna need you to draw apart my stool ball.
Whoa.
Chad, sometimes I'm just gonna need you to fiddle my fish.
Ooh.
Chad, sometimes can you please just tickle my catastrophe?
Ooh.
Mm. That speaks to
I
me.
love the third one, but it's a bit too modern for me.
Tickle my catastrophe?
Yeah.
What is this, wine?
It's a bit
Too modern for you?
I think it's the first one.
Need a vintage. Draw apart my stool ball. That is incorrect. Greg, chance to steal. Do I need Chad to fiddle my fish or to tickle my catastrophe?
He needs to tickle your catastrophe.
That is correct.
Woo!
He needs to
All
tickle
right,
my
Shakespeare ahead of his
catastrophe.
time.
Wow.
Yeah, tickle my catastrophe means I'll beat you on the backside.
Ooh.
Smack
That
on the
sounds
booty.
like that thing from the 500 Days of Summer. What is it? Like color my life with something. You guys watch that
I've
movie?
seen that movie and I
Mm.
don't remember.
I don't
it.
know.
Mm.
But that's what
Oh
I
for
need.
four.
Just
Yeah.
like that.
But a
Tickle my
little,
catastrophe.
but just a little more romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's do one more. Greg. Ugh, listen, I am so done with Chad, okay?
Mm.
Oh,
That
this Chad.
that
character.
Chad, okay? That blanking blank cheated on me again.
Ah,
That boxing bugglebow, that ranging ramp, or that peevish suitorkin.
Ooh.
What would I call him? I'm mad at him. He's cheating on me
Ooh.
again. Boxing bugglebow, ranging ramp, peevish
No.
suitorkin.
Yeah, I think boxing bugalo is almost a compliment. I don't see that as a like
Yeah,
I see
that's
that
just-
positively
It could
for
be,
some
it could be.
reason.
Right.
I like the last one, the peeving, what was it?
Peevish suitorkin.
Peevish suitorkin. Yeah, I'm going with that one. I like that one.
Incorrect. It's incorrect.
Oh, Jack, this
Heartbreaking.
is
You
your
guys do
chance
better.
to
Do better with the
steal.
stealing.
Yeah.
We
Jack.
do. We like
Boxing
stealing.
Bugglebow. Yeah, because you have such a rivalry between the two of you. Or a ranging ramp. Boxing Bugglebow, ranging ramp.
I'll go with boxing bugglebow.
Correct. I'm sorry. It was actually a ranging ramp.
Can I steal back
Wow.
Raging Ramp?
You cannot at this point steal any longer. Although good try. We're
Too
not
bad for
that
your
dumb.
stew balls and
Yeah.
your pistols
Ah.
because you guys didn't get it right.
Yeah,
Shakespeare.
ranging means you're inconsistent, and a ramp is a common term for being a whore.
Ooh.
So,
I have been called
Well,
that. I have been called
yes, you ranging ramp.
that.
that
A
was
ranging ramp.
really that was really fun.
Yeah.
I love Shakespeare.
I love Shakespeare shenanigans. It's really fun. I want to bring some of these insults back. So,
Don't forget them.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Guys,
was
you
great. I
guys-
kind of want to call.
Catastrophe.
Yeah.
You're tied right now,
Ranging ramp.
so
Wow. Okay,
let's
good.
keep this puppy rolling. The
Yeah.
pressure
Okay.
is
The pressure's
on.
on. Let's do it.
2 points.
I'm just
for
warming up.
each.
I'm drinking my
Great.
chamomile tea. I'm ready to go.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Getting into that chamomile.
The chamomile. Yeah, so much energy in that. I think it's prescribed for sleepy time and menstrual cramps, but good job. Yeah.
Both of which I have. So
Speaking of menstrual cramps,
Have you seen a baby being born?
we're going to show you a video.
Yeah, and that's what we cut to now. It's a
Yeah.
podcast, but we're going to describe it to you in vivid detail.
I'm gonna show you Jessica's birth video over and over again before you.
She okayed it.
So we're gonna go to psychology class.
Ooh, fun.
Okay,
because
now we're getting somewhere.
on your podcast, The Weather's Crazy, you guys talk about everything but the weather. So we're not gonna talk about the weather. The
Right, because
weather,
they
the
refuse
weather.
for some reason to
Yeah,
talk about
what's
it.
your problem with the weather? Why can't
What you
talk
got
about
against the weather, huh? What the weather ever do to you? Although it can be very aggressive.
You want me to take this one?
You want
It's always funny to know like
There's a
who's
story
going to
here.
start speaking.
There's a story.
There's no stories. Just it's San Francisco. It's 60 and foggy every day. And you know,
It's
like
always the
when you walk
same.
out, yeah, it's always the same. People are like, "Do you know how foggy it is today?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I see it every day. It's the same."
Yeah,
Same as it was
And so-
yesterday. Same as it will be
Mhm.
tomorrow.
understood.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, got it.
The name
Wow.
also allows us to tell people it's only about the weather, and
Yeah.
we like that.
We're hoping to get some weather crossover. Like we'd love for someone who's just like, I wonder what the weather is today, to look up
Yeah.
our podcast as like a little, let's listen to an hour-long thing about the weather. Just so I'm in the
I
know. And then they hear us
see.
talking about whatever we're talking about.
Exactly.
Everything but.
Everything but.
Well, one of our past episodes with the duo from the podcast brought to you by The Letter, they are obsessed with the weather. So we will
Future meteorologists
yes,
of America.
we will tell them that you guys hate the weather and you guys could,
Maybe you guys
There
will
you
do a
go.
crossover.
maybe they could play
Wait.
Yeah.
against each other.
Is this-
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is this brought to you by the Letter podcast, A to Z, where they teach you something?
Yes.
We're signed up. We're I think we're gonna learn about
Talk
L.
to
Ron
them
Hubbard
about the
at some
weather.
point.
Talk
Oh,
to them about
amazing.
the weather.
So you guys are going to
Okay.
be on their
Okay.
pod. Perfect.
They're really
Yeah, yeah.
cool
Mhm.
and they're very cute. They did our episode. They're lovely.
We're doing Ben Franklin.
We're doing Ben Franklin. We're going on their
Oh.
podcast to talk about Ben
who
Franklin.
may or may not have ever been a president.
We don't
Was
know.
he? I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't think so,
Well, we're
but
gonna
he
know
could have been.
after
Did he
they
invent
go.
electricity?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Something with his teeth. Okay. So we're going to go to psychology class and we're going to play a game called Anything But the Weather. And we're going to talk about different ways the weather affects our mood, our minds, our bodies.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about the weather.
Everything but.
Everything but the weather. All right, let's start this time with Greg, since we started with Jack last time. Well, you guys know about seasonal affective disorder because you live in a place where it's always gloomy. So let's talk about sad. When we lived in New York, I had sad all the time.
You did.
I had a layer of funk that just lived on top of me and made me sad.
It was hard to be your friend.
Woo! All right. Can you tell me what causes sad? Which one of these is not true about sad? So one of these statements is not true about seasonal affective disorder. Greg, the decrease in sunlight may disrupt your body's internal clock and lead to feelings of depression. Or is it B? Reduced sunlight can cause a drop in serotonin that can trigger depression. Or is it C? The change in season can disrupt the balance of the body's level of melatonin, which plays a role in sleep patterns and mood. Or D, reduced sunlight can cause a drop in vitamin E that can trigger depression.
Wow. Okay. So you guys added a fourth one here, so it's making it a little more challenging.
Yeah.
We're getting real here. We're getting real.
So many options.
Remind me what the second one was. That one struck a chord
So
with me.
there's a change in your body's internal clock. There's a drop in serotonin. There's a drop in melatonin, and then there's a drop in vitamin E. Are your options?
Mm-hmm.
Which one is not true?
Oh, which one's not? Oh, wait. Which one's not true?
Which one is not true?
Oh gosh, I was like, I feel like these are all true. So that's good. Okay, which one's not true? I'm gonna go. I think it's the melatonin one. The drop in melatonin.
Ooh, that is incorrect.
Oh.
Jack, let's see if you can come in for the steal.
Okay, sorry to do this to you, but can I hear the first and the
Yeah.
last one again?
Put it
So
back.
it's the decrease in sunlight disrupts your body's internal clock, like your circadian rhythms. There's a drop in serotonin. There's a drop in melatonin, or the reduced sunlight can cause a drop in vitamin E.
Vitamin E.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's not true.
That is correct.
Oh wow.
I put that in there because vitamin E is a cure. Like it helps you when you have seasonal affective disorder, but it's not like why we have it.
Yeah.
But it can
Isn't it?
help
Doesn't the
us.
sun give us vitamin D? And
Right.
That's why, and that's what.
Yeah, but that's like a cure, but that's not actually a cause. Like
It doesn't
we
cause the
don't-
depression.
I
It
just thought you
doesn't-
were saying that it was because it was vitamin D, not vitamin E, like a lack of vitamin D.
But it's also not that. It's also not that. It's basically because our body clocks are off because it gets darker earlier, so our bodies get out of whack.
Mhm.
And then the reduced sunlight drops our serotonin, our melatonin.
Wouldn't
But
it
it's vitamin D.
Wouldn't it increase melatonin? Because that's what makes us sleep. That's like the sleepy time hormone.
The change in season can disrupt the balance of the body's level of melatonin. So
It disrupts
it
the
just
balance.
disrupts the balance.
Yeah, I think it
Oh,
probably
okay.
gives you more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Okay, let's go
That was a hard one.
to
That was good.
let's go to Jack. All right. While winter sad is the most common, many people experience summer sad. Did you know there's a
Oh.
summer sad?
I'm sad all
I've
the
heard
time,
this.
so it's really I don't know.
I didn't
the
know there
difference.
was a summer sad. So, Jack, which one of these is a symptom of summer sad? So which one is a symptom? A, excessive sleeping, B, increased appetite, or C, weight loss. Which one of these is a symptom of summer sad? Excessive sleeping, increased appetite, weight loss.
I believe it's excessive sleeping.
That is incorrect. Greg, do you want to try
Wow.
to steal?
So we have increased appetite and weight loss. Are the other two?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with increased appetite.
That is incorrect.
Wow.
So winter sad, you get more sleeping, you get an increased appetite. Summer sad, you have disturbed sleep because it's sunnier more often or the lights out more. You have a poor appetite and you can have weight loss during summer sad.
And that makes you summer sad though?
It makes you summer sad.
Wow.
I don't know
I
why.
think Lana Del Rey sang about it.
Summer sad?
She did?
Summertime sadness.
Summer
Oh, yeah.
Summertime sadness. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was about
I-
increased
She
appetite.
sang it a little
Not a lot of
better
people
than
know that.
Not a lot of people know that.
yeah.
All right, so now it's Greg.
Yep.
True or bullshit? Okay, so true or false? True or bullshit?
Mm-hmm.
People with bipolar disorder will sometimes experience manic or hypomanic episodes triggered by winter weather. These typically include having lots of energy, little need for sleep, racing thoughts, and starting new ambitious projects. True or bullshit? The winter can bring out bipolar and manic behavior.
Everything you described sounds like what my life has been in the last couple months, so I kind of hope it's not. I'm gonna say it's true.
No, it is actually bullshit. They are triggered by warmer weather. Warmer weather.
Okay.
I'm striking out in this
You're
segment.
alone, Greg. You're alone. All right, Jack. True or bullshit? One study that has been done about SAD found that when you're in a good mood, the weather actually doesn't have much effect on your mood. When you're in a good mood, the weather doesn't really affect your mood.
No, I think that's
True.
false.
No, it is actually true.
Can I steal? No.
If you're in a bad mood, the weather can make it worse. But if you're in a good mood, the weather doesn't have the same effect on your mood.
Wow.
Worse moods are correlate with less sun and more wind. Didn't know that.
Oh,
More
I
wind?
remember getting very, very angry in New York City on a certain street because it was like a wind tunnel. And in the
Yeah.
winter time when I was going to work and I had to leave my apartment at 6 in the morning,
Yeah.
it was dark and winter, and that wind was blowing through the tunnel, and there was through the street, and there was a Starbucks on the corner. And I would have to walk past like the trash, and the wind was blowing in my face, and it smelled like rotten milk and garbage.
Oh God.
That did
Yeah.
make me angry.
Yeah, that'll
that
make
made
you
me really
real
angry.
It gets super windy over here, and it like knocks
bet.
you over.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just can't have a
scary.
good day when it's that windy.
Well,
It's just
that's
nothing
what
is gonna go right.
Science says too. Science.
Yeah.
Unless you're already in a good mood, so good luck.
Yeah,
If you're
and then
in a
you're just
good mood,
unfazed.
You're like, woo!
Woo! Round the
Yeah.
wind, baby!
I feel like Becky was in a good mood.
Yeah, she was in a
Little
good
callback.
mood. I think it's Jack. Is it Jack's turn?
She wasn't being such a ramp.
She was
such
Hey.
a-
arranging around.
She's a dirty little arranging ram. All right, Jack. Last question for Jack. Is it
Yeah,
Jack's
yeah.
turn? Okay. Extreme weather events such as hurricanes, floods, tornadoes, droughts, and heat waves can massively increase your stress and anxiety, both as you wait to see if you're actually going to be affected by an impending disaster or afterward when you're trying to deal with the fallout. So these situations can trigger anxiety, panic, depression, and you may get PTSD. Even years after the fact, you can still have the PTSD. But on the other hand, severe weather can also have some positive effects. Can you name 2 positive effects that the weather can have on your psyche? Bad weather, crazy weather can have on your psyche.
There's a right or wrong, or is this up for interpretation?
This is just up for interpretation. Give me 2 ways if you come out of a storm.
I mean, snow day, you get the day off school. You
Oh, that's nice.
you get to do an adventure at home. Easy. Next one is like dancing in the rain, I think. Like you get to kind of lose your
Ooh.
inhibitions.
Love that.
Release your
You know what?
inhibition.
This is not what I was looking for, but I'm going to give you a
Give
point.
him the point anyway, I think.
I get to imagine you
Creativity.
dancing
Yeah.
in the rain.
This
which
is
I buy
really
that.
nice.
This is his version of standing up in front of the class, not
Yes,
having done his work, and
yes.
just being a good presenter,
100%.
making shit up as he goes.
Beautiful.
Spinning
We've known
it,
zero
figuring out
of
a
these
way.
answers.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you guys are definitely talk about everything but the weather in your
Yeah.
podcast because you got none of these right.
What were you looking for, Lens?
I was looking for, in these circumstances, you can actually lift your mood when you have to help your neighbors. If there's a hurricane or something happens, like coming together, camaraderie,
I see.
donating.
Okay.
Oh,
Volunteering.
also,
See what you were saying.
sometimes people who typically struggle with anxiety or depression are actually able to stay calm and focus when these dire things happen. So they've seen actual good come out of these situations when it comes to anxiety or depression.
That's cool.
All right, well, let's see if Greg...
So you're anxious or depressed? Go into the eye of the storm. Just fucking go straight into
go
the
straight
hurricane.
into it. It'll
help.
Like, what do you have to lose?
Okay, so this last question is for Greg. Let's see
Wait,
if we
didn't
can...
you start with Greg? He shouldn't be the last one, right?
I can be.
One,
I can be the
two,
last
three,
one.
4, 5,
Okay.
6.
Well,
I need
just-
some
yeah,
points.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
All right. There's research to suggest that hot weather may make us more anxious or irritable and even violent. Despite the fact it said that warmer weather doesn't affect us, this same website says that. For example,
Do your own research.
one study found that people with panic disorders tended to have more problems in the August heat, and they were more sensitive to weather changes in general. It is also well documented that rates of violent crime tend to increase in hot weather. There can be several factors involved here. Can you name 3 reasons why violent crime would increase in the hot weather?
3 reasons.
3 reasons.
Wow.
People going to the beach are annoying. They carry too much stuff, and people want to steal stuff from them.
Oh, okay.
I would just say, in general, because the weather is better, there's more people out, so maybe there's more theft.
Oh, okay. That's a good.
Okay.
I like that. So you got
Like more
Um,
opportunities for something bad to happen.
More
More
opportunities.
opportunities.
This is good.
I feel like there are more events in the summertime.
Mhm.
There's more places are open, so there's more active places to break into, just more crime to be
Yes.
had. I think it's
Uh-huh.
opportunity.
Okay, I'm going to give you a point. You're on the money. So, hot weather can increase our breathing and our heart rates, which make us more anxious. So, there is an element of, even though the website earlier said it doesn't affect us, it says it does now. That's one thing. Also, what you said about there's more sunlight, so things are open more. And when we go in the winter, we kind of tend to hibernate, and things aren't open or people aren't out, so there's more crime to be had. And also it says that there's one more thing. Because we're not sleeping as much, there's more anxiety and there's more
Oh, interesting.
agitated behavior because we're not sleeping as much in the summer months as the winter months.
Like the summer sads.
Like the summertime sadness. Well, you guys, look.
There you go.
You win some, you lose some, but the good news is this website doesn't even know what it's talking about, so we're all in this together.
That was beautiful. Lindsay.
Was it
Thank you so
Wikipedia?
much.
No, it was like weather.com, everything you need to know about weather.com.
They
or
should
something
know.
like that.
Okay.
They should know.
I think it's just more vague. Like, I think for some people,
Yes.
it's
And they
True,
talk
and
about
then-
that
Yeah.
in the study. They actually do talk about that in that study. They were like,
there's so many other factors
Well,
involved in all of
yes.
these.
They're like-
things.
most people were influenced by the winter months.
Right.
Really wasn't a lot of evidence in the summer months, but everybody's different. It's basically everyone's different, everybody. I like the summer. I don't get the summer sads. Do you get the summer sads?
I told you I'm sad all the time.
Well, you guys are in LA, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you have summer for like 11 months.
We have a lot of sun.
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
a lot. We do have a surprising amount of marine layer and fog.
Okay.
more than I think people know when they, especially if you're on the west side near the beach.
Mhm.
It is like 10 degrees colder over there and foggier than where we live. So I would say we get like 2 days a week of sun, and then we get a lot of fog, depending on the time of year. It's foggier than you think.
LA,
Yeah.
it's foggier than you think. That
But
should be
let's
their
not
new.
We
talk
love this
about the
conversation.
weather.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about the weather.
You did this to us.
Well, I tried. It's recess, and for recess, I think you guys have a
Yes.
little game for us.
Yes, we do.
Ooh, I'm
So
excited.
this game just sort of I think it was birthed out of a game that we played together on our
It was,
podcast.
It
Did
was
it
Where-
part
pop
of
out
Jessica.
really fast, or was it a slow burn?
Yeah, we both
Super
fainted
fast.
afterwards.
Yeah.
We used to have a game on our podcast. We don't do as much anymore, where we teach each other something quickly in 60 seconds or less. We assign
Love
each other
it.
a topic. So, like, what are examples? Like, you've had me teach you the Game of Thrones entire series in 60 seconds.
Yeah, another
Oh,
one was
wow.
What?
like,
How? Okay.
You
That's
don't. You
amazing. I
just
have to
you
go
hit
back and
you
listen
hit
to that.
heavy. Yeah, Harry
I'm trying to get
Potter.
them controversial ones that will get them in trouble with anybody who really knows about the topic,
Yeah,
Right.
which is fun.
Mm.
yeah. I think you gave me what did you birth control alternatives.
Yeah.
And so like, you do your best you can to do research, and it's also 60 seconds, so there's only so
Right.
much you can say. But he loves doing that, because then people will write in and be like, Greg, you really should have talked about this.
Yeah.
And
Like, I had 60 seconds, you guys.
One of them though was I asked him to teach me about the best things about the worst people in history.
Okay.
I like that.
yeah, so
That's interesting.
this game is going to be called The Good Side of Some of the Worst People.
Love
And
it.
very similar to what you guys have been doing, I'm going to read a question about a famous terrible person
Okay.
that you will definitely know, and I'm going to give you a list of possible options, and then you tell me which one it is.
Great.
Okay, love it.
Cool. All right, let's do it. First
Yeah.
question. Hitler led the first public campaign in modern history against what? Underage drinking, child poverty, economic monopolies, or smoking?
I feel like
Ooh.
child poverty.
That's what I was thinking
for some
too.
reason.
Should we do it one at a time, like you guys did it? Is
Oh,
that how you
sure,
want to do
sure.
this?
Sure.
However you want to do it.
Okay.
You're the teacher.
You want to guess, Kels?
I'm gonna guess child poverty.
You are incorrect.
Ooh.
How does that feel?
I feel so
Not
yeah, I
good.
feel so much
Not
like
good.
ego now. Like, we're on the other side of things.
Yeah, I see what's happening here. I see.
Don't get too cocky. Remember that baseball game where you thought you got to?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure it's going to turn back around too. So, okay.
Do I get to try to steal?
Yeah, it's your time to steal.
Okay, so give me them again. There's
Underage
Yeah.
drinking,
underage
child
drinking.
poverty,
Well, that's not
economic monopolies, or smoking.
I'm gonna go with smoking.
Ding, ding, ding. It is smoking.
Woo! See, he wasn't all bad.
Who cares?
Yeah. I mean, listen.
I would rather everyone on the planet like be required to smoke
Yeah.
a pack a day
Yeah.
if the Holocaust didn't exist.
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
he was like, I don't care about humans.
I don't care about humans. I care about this agenda that I've decided was important.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That
it is a funny.
interesting.
It's a funny hill to die on.
It
That
is.
he was very
yeah.
anti-smoking.
It's interesting that like that's what you're against.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. In the grand scheme of things, it's just not that high on the list compared to some of the other things.
Yeah. He has like two whiteboards. One of them says smoking. One
Yeah.
of them says murder on it. He's just
Yeah.
like, which one do I do
like,
today?
Which one is worse?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with murder for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right. Second question. Before Joseph Stalin entered politics, he was considered a promising what?
Hmm.
Poet,
Young woman.
bassoon player, soccer player, or beer maker?
Oh. Poet just really rings nicely. Soccer player, poet, bassoon player. What was the
Mhm.
last one?
Beer maker.
I'm gonna go with poet.
Yes, you are correct.
Wow.
Are you impressed or what?
2 for 2. She knows a
Yeah.
lot about evil people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lindsay.
Stalin's pen name was Soselo. That was his
So sensitive.
Soselo.
So sensitive.
Oh, I'm so sensitive. I have feelings. I don't have any bad
don't kill
thoughts.
Just didn't see him playing the bassoon, you know?
Yeah. I
Mm.
don't know what a bassoon looks like, so
It's
I won't.
long.
I don't either. I was kind of hoping you all wouldn't either, because
No, I don't.
It's some
Not
sort
sure
of
if that
a
was a hint.
wood. It's like a wood instrument.
I thought it was a brass.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, third
Write
question.
that down. Bassoon. We're gonna
Bassoon.
do a
Let's look it
bassoon
up.
quiz next time.
A bassoon lookup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right after you look up the mixed up files of a G.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I can't.
It's on
They're
the
bad.
list.
We're gonna find something. We might have to go to the dark web for it, but we're gonna find it.
Yeah, you might. If you do find it, can you please tell me so I can find out how to
Yeah.
eliminate it afterwards?
Scrub it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, third question. Ted Bundy, heard of him, had which of these admirable jobs before taking up murder? School counselor, foreign language translator, hospice care worker, suicide hotline worker.
This is suicide hotline worker.
Yes, she
Have
knows
you
it.
seen that meme going around? There's a meme going around. Have you seen it? It's like Kyle Rittenhouse scrubbed graffiti off a wall, but Ted Bundy,
Right.
What did he do again?
We worked at a suicide
Worked at a
prevention
Suicide hotline.
hotline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen that circulating this week.
Oh,
Interesting.
Wow. Yeah.
Right. It's like, look at this great, but like, do we know what he said to people on the phone?
Right.
Was he really helping, or was
That's
he
a good
encouraging?
point.
That's a good
people?
point.
I don't know.
That's a really
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you
But
knew that.
even
You
so,
knew that
it
right
doesn't
away.
Cancel out. I did know that. I have heard that before. Yeah.
Okay.
She knows about
I know
serial
I know a
killers.
little bit here and there about serial killers.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a light passion.
Just a light passion.
Yeah.
In my free time, I listen to it.
Yeah.
Okay, I have 2 more. Do we have time for 2 more?
Yeah,
Sure.
great.
Let's do it.
Cool. Okay. Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher
Oh.
briefly tried which of the following? Singing the British national anthem, starring in a comedy skit, taking salsa dance classes, or picking up archery?
Oh.
Margaret Thatcher, UK Prime Minister.
I would like it to be archery.
I was thinking archery too, honestly.
You did that to fool me. Is it sing the national anthem?
What's your-
pick
All right,
one?
my
What's your guess?
My guess is archery. I'm just gonna do it.
As much as I would want it to be, it is not.
Okay,
Not
so
even
it's
try to steal?
sing the national. You mean sing the national anthem like at an event?
Yeah,
You know.
publicly.
Okay.
Publicly.
Publicly sing. Okay.
hmm
What were the
Starring in
other
a
ones?
comedy skit and taking salsa dance classes.
I bet it's salsa.
I think it's a comedy skit.
It is.
Oh!
It is.
Really?
Wow.
There you go.
And she was like so dry that
Yeah.
like it just seems like it wouldn't go over well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. People were saying that it's funny that she was in a comedy skit, the least comical person, just
Right.
never.
Right. Like a
Yeah.
piece of cardboard trying
Yeah.
to like make you laugh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Cool. Well, we have one more, and I think you guys are
Great.
tied, so we can maybe
think
do
we're
like just a
tied.
who gets it first,
This is the
that
tiebreaker.
sounds
Okay,
good.
great.
That sounds
little
good.
tiebreaker. Cool.
Yeah.
All
I got
right,
it.
last
I'm gonna
question.
hold on, I'm gonna warm up. Okay.
Yeah, go for it. I think he'll appreciate this question as well.
Here we go. Ready.
All right. Last question. Osama bin Laden was a big fan of which American recording artist? Was it Mariah Carey, Beyonce, Whitney Houston, or Shaka Khan?
Whoa, I'm going Whitney Houston.
I'm going Shaka Khan.
Whitney Houston.
Yes! They love her overseas. They love her. She's huge in the Middle East. I mean, huge.
Do you know that
I
from
was
your
really
dad,
well in
guys?
caves.
No, I
Something about
just
the acoustics of the
I
cave is perfect for Ira Wally's brother.
I like when that song "I Will Always Love You" came out. I was in Israel, like little. I was little, and like they played it all day and all night, and we didn't even know what the song was yet until we like got back home.
Mhm.
It was like everywhere you went was that song. So I just feel like it's a hit
Yeah.
overseas.
Okay. Good
Whitney
job.
Houston. Wow, that was a great game.
That was
Thank
fun.
There
you
you go.
guys so much. I love it. What did you call that again in your podcast? You had a name for the game that you guys did?
Yeah, the game was called Teach Me Something Quickly.
Teach me something
Teach me
quickly.
something quickly.
Kelly, did someone have a story?
Oh yeah. This is also your chance if you have an embarrassing story from like middle school, high school, whenever. Doesn't have to be in school, but like
Okay.
around that age, those ages. Like if you have an embarrassing story to tell, you have the floor. So
Yeah.
either one of you could go, or you
Go
could
for
both
it.
go, or
Do you have one that you want to share?
You share yours first.
I think you're going to know this story.
Okay.
It doesn't directly involve you though.
bonus points if you're in each other's embarrassing stories.
I'm actually curious to see how much of this you'll remember.
Okay.
So in middle school, we both were sort of in the same friend group, and I think there was like a somewhat of like a class of popular kids, and I wouldn't say that we were at the bottom, but we were not at the top. We were somewhere just in like the middle of whatever middle school hierarchy you have. For some reason, there was this girl at school who started telling everyone that her cousin was coming to school at our middle school, and her cousin was supposed to be this like out of state, beautiful, I don't know, 7th grade girl.
I love,
Right,
I love
right,
it.
yeah.
She's exotic.
Yeah.
She's out of
She's like,
state.
yeah. We were like, ooh, where is she from? And she's like from like Windsor, California.
Amazing.
But she was like, when Cassandra gets here, she has to have a boyfriend. Yeah. So she's like, my job as her cousin is to find out which guy in this class is going to date Cassandra when she comes
Oh my
here.
god, of course.
Incredible.
And so she was like, Cassandra has some criteria. 3 criteria. Number 1, you have to be cool. That was the first criteria. I don't know.
sure.
I don't make the rules.
Right.
Number 2 was you have to play football. She only likes guys who play football.
Oh wow.
A little old school, Cassandra.
Yeah.
Number 3 is you have to
Not
dress
very
well.
progressive.
No,
Dress well. Okay, got it.
you have to dress well. Which honestly, that's the one I could probably
Sure.
get behind the most
Yeah.
out of all 3 of them.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even that you could change. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
You could
So-
change how you look for Cassandra. Is that what you're saying?
You could fall in love with someone and change the way they dress. You can't
Yeah.
choose
You can't-
someone for their
You can never. You cannot enter a relationship thinking that I will love this person if I can change this and this.
If
this about
that's
them.
the problem, that's the
Mhm.
easiest thing
If
to
that's
change.
the
Is what
problem,
I'm saying.
yeah, sure.
That's the easiest.
Yeah,
thing
you
to
can
change.
swap those
I see what
Dockers
you're
out for some
You can
jeans.
swap
You can
those
figure it out.
Dockers out.
Yeah.
Have you all
Yes.
ever been through that where you love somebody but you just can't stand the way they dress?
No.
No, but like my boyfriend now, I keep saying like, let's go shopping together, you know. But I think he knows it too and wants to go shopping. But like, I mean,
This-
Does he listen to this
yeah.
podcast?
no, I think
Hints.
his mom does. It's fine.
Okay.
We've talked about it.
Okay.
So anyways, so those are the criteria. And so I should say cool, very subjective. Also dressing well, but
Totally,
extremely
yeah.
subjective.
Also,
I played
subjective.
football for maybe 2 years in middle school, and this happened to be one of those 2 years. It was
Oh,
a very
Oh,
quick period in my
so
life.
You were possibly on the list here.
I qualified. At some point, the cousin comes up to me, well, like just doing when I'm doing school, and she goes, "Greg, I've chosen you." And
This is so ridiculous. So middle school. Like,
It's
just
so middle school, it's
ridiculous.
amazing.
It really is.
I'm so surprised. I didn't expect to get picked.
Who's
I almost was like, I don't
got
want to get picked. This
picked.
sounds like a lot of pressure. But
It does. Cassandra
but I was like,
sounds
you know
really
what?
high maintenance.
I don't even know who she is yet.
Do you even
And she
know who
sounds
she
You know
high
who
is?
she
maintenance.
is. Now you're suddenly
I have
her
no
boyfriend.
idea.
Like, it's crazy.
Wow.
I'm just like, I'm hoping that whatever happens is going to work out.
I mean, you would think that she's the legend has it she's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I would hope
She's-
that you're
The legend from Windsor. It's just so
Right.
mysterious. So, okay, so Cassandra ends up coming, and I meet Cassandra, and she's great, I guess, by 7th grade standards, whatever that is in
Right.
7th grade.
Right.
right.
She's, and she's immediately like the coolest girl in school. And so for
Right.
me to be dating her is like on another level in the middle school
Right.
hierarchy. Right.
Wow.
It skyrockets you to the top.
That's when I was at my peak, which was a very short amount of time, but it went downhill very quickly.
Okay.
So here are the sequence of events that led to the demise of Cassandra.
Wow.
Ah.
First thing that happened was she planned a day where we were going to go to the movies together. And we were going to go with her cousin, the one who was setting us up in the
Setting
first
her
place,
up. Yeah.
and a few other people. And it was going to be like sort of a friend movie outing. And I didn't realize that we had confirmed that plan. And so I didn't go. And I got a phone call to my house phone. My mom picks it up and she's like, hello. And then she's talking to someone on the phone. She comes over to me. I'm reading Harry Potter. I remember this vividly. I'm on my bed reading Harry Potter. And she comes over and she's like, Greg, you have a girlfriend now?
That's amazing.
Like, this is the first time like my parents have ever viewed me in like a, oh, he can have a girlfriend now type of way.
Right.
So she gives me the phone and Cassandra's heated. She's like, where are you? I'm here with all my friends. You embarrassed me. I told them about you. Like, I told them you were coming. And I'm sorry. I didn't realize we were going to hang out. I thought it was kind of a like, haha, let's go to the movies. That would be cool type of thing. So that was strike one. I didn't show up for the
Yeah,
date.
For sure.
That's pretty bad.
Stood her
Second
up.
strike. Yeah, stood her up accidentally. Reading Harry Potter, though, is kind of a good substitute for a date, though.
I'm sure
Yeah.
it was,
If you can't,
in the long run, you
Can't go.
probably made the right decision.
yeah. Second strike. Actually, this was the second and third strike. Was that it was her birthday coming up, and
Oh,
I
gosh.
didn't know until the day of.
Oh.
And I
Well,
come
she
to
should have
school.
told you.
Yeah, well-
mind reader.
I wouldn't say we practice effective communication in our relationship.
I would probably say not. So yeah. yeah.
So I come to school and her cousin runs up to me before I can even say hi to anyone. She goes, Greg, what did you bring Cassandra for her birthday? She's going to want something. And I go,
It's so ridiculous.
I don't have anything. I didn't know I was supposed to get something. I didn't even know it was her birthday today. And she's like, oh God, Greg, what have you done here? Like, she's
God.
going to like fix the situation. She takes off a bracelet off of her wrist, gives it to me and goes, give that to Cassandra. At the very least, she'll like that. Say that you thought of her and you got that. And so I take her friend's bracelet. I find Cassandra and I go, happy birthday. And I give this to her. And she looks at it and she goes, this is my cousin's bracelet.
Oh my god.
my God.
Can't bullshit
that
a
is hilarious.
bullshitter.
I didn't know about that.
You didn't know about that?
No,
But you knew about the Cassandra thing?
just briefly.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it
Th-
happened
this
like
is
a
all pretty
3-week
new to me.
window. Yeah.
That's
That's
hilarious.
really
Oh my god, that's genius.
a lot of pressure.
So Cassandra
Wow.
breaks up with me on the spot. And at the end of the year, at the middle school
Devastating.
dance, she comes up to me and she goes, Greg, I'd like to have a dance with you. I want to be friends. And we were friends after that. And that was nice.
Okay.
We had a little
Well,
dance.
that was
So
nice. She like put the drama aside and was like
Yeah.
the bigger person in that. I like that.
yeah,
What
Yeah, it was like she was
Cassandra's
getting over a
cousin's
divorce.
name? Right.
her cousin's name was Kiki Arana.
Kiki and Cassandra.
Kiki
Ran
sounds.
across a photo of me and Kiki literally 2 days ago.
Of just you two.
Vendette.
So funny.
Kiki is a lot. She's
Kiki
a
was like the
lovely
Paul
name.
Revere of the school. Like
Yeah.
she was like telling,
Yeah.
like disseminating
Telling everybody
information.
what to do.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
was definitely needed to be in charge. Does she have
Wow.
control issues?
Maybe but also she was just like all of her friends were like the popular kids. So she was like, we're going
Right.
to tell everyone what to do now.
Right. This is what we're doing. Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jack, do you have anything you want to add before we go
Man,
to our
nothing
next-
that rivals that. The birthday thing reminded me of a quick story. In 7th grade, it was my girlfriend's birthday, and I forgot until I was in line, like the carpool line, to be dropped off, and my mom was dropping me off, And so I immediately just sunk down in my chair and go, Mom, I can't get out. I can't get out. I can't get out.
Wow.
Because I knew I didn't have anything.
Seventh grade girl birthdays are
No,
apparently
big deal.
It's a
really
big deal.
serious.
Relationship
Yeah,
killers.
Exactly.
I
Right.
think women, and I'm saying this as a woman, but I think
Oh, you're
I know for myself, I was way more dramatic at that age, way
Of
more
course.
intense,
Yeah, of
way
course.
more demanding, like had a lot of feelings.
It's a lot. Just mitigate, like managing the feelings
Yes.
was a full time
Yeah.
job.
Yes.
Wait. Okay. So what happened? So you sunk down in your seat. You're like, I'm not getting out because my
exactly.
girlfriend's gonna kill me.
And so my mom makes a U-turn in the carpool lane. We go to Safeway, get flowers and a card, and I killed it.
What
It
a
went
great
really well. Yeah. So my mom bailed me out, saved the day.
Mom for the win.
Mom for the win. That was
Exactly.
really
Mom for the
that's a
win.
good.
Yeah.
That is a good mom.
That
That's
is a
so
really
nice.
good mom.
Shout
That's
out
very
to your mom.
sweet. Oh, I love that.
That's a
Sort
really
of
good
opposite
story.
approaches from the way my mom handled the situation.
Yeah, she's like,
Your mom's like,
You have a
have I
freaking
taught you
girlfriend?
nothing? Have I taught you nothing?
All right.
All right, let's do 2 quick games. Should we
Yeah.
do
Let's
do
2
it.
quickies?
Let's get back to
All
class.
right, let's do it.
All right, guys. We're going to study hall because
Ooh.
you guys said, both of you said that you didn't really study, you didn't really care, you kind of sucked at school for the most part, just flying by the seat of your pants, natural intelligence. You're like, well, we'll be fine. So we're going to I'm going to teach you guys how to study, okay? We're going to see what kind of skills maybe you could have utilized and probably didn't.
This would actually be
So this
nice.
is-
I might write notes for this.
Okay,
Yes.
advice that you could have used, studying tips and memory hacks. All right, let's start with Greg. True or bullshit? You should study in the same place as much as you can because it helps you retain information by being in the same place when you study. True or
Mhm.
bullshit?
No, I'm actually going to say false on this. I think being in a different place would probably help you because you'd have like something to hitch your idea to. That's like in the place that you're in. I'm going to go
So
false.
you're saying it's bullshit. Okay, yes, that
It's
is
false. Yeah,
correct.
bullshit.
It is actually false. Information retention actually improves when you vary the places where you study.
Mm-hmm.
I have that. I do a lot of memorizing in the car or on a walk, or I try to like get out of the house.
Yeah, because it like
Yeah.
stimulates your brain in a different way.
I remember my dad's, sorry if I briefly interject,
No.
my dad's technique for studying note cards where like you have like a word on it and you're trying to memorize that word
Yeah.
is he would give me the note cards and then do something random to me like that I
Aw.
didn't expect.
Right.
So it'd be like biology. It'd be like, like not like a slap, but just kind of like,
biology,
just
smack
like
him in the
hey,
face.
ooh, yeah,
Oh,
Pringles. I don't know, like
that's so
just do something random
cute.
so that you just like remember it. And
Would
he
remember it.
loved that. Yeah.
Yes,
That is really cute.
that's actually that's really smart. That's like creating a mental association.
Yep.
Creating a mental that's one of the techniques they talk about in the internet.
On the internet.
In the internet.
Weather.com.
That's smarter than me, who would go like the answers are like fart.
But that's also
know.
a mnemonic
That's how I would
device.
do
That's
it.
something to you make any kind of association.
Yeah.
Rhyming works. Yeah. Okay. Number 2, Jack. When your brain is working, which that's not how often does that happen?
Subjective.
When your brain is working, like when you're studying, you need to take regular breaks to help your brain absorb more information and to keep you motivated and focused when you are working. What is the ideal amount of time of study to do at one what is the ideal amount of study to do at one time before taking a short break? Should you study for 20 to 30 minutes at a time, 40 to 50 minutes at a time, or 60 to 75 minutes at a time before taking a short break? What's the ideal amount of study to be able to take in the most information effectively?
It's the middle one, 30 to 45.
It was 25 to 30, 40 to 50.
40 to 50.
That is correct.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. So, yes, after 40 to 50 minutes, your focus and concentration tends to become impaired, and any new information coming in after an hour and 30 minutes does not actually get assimilated. So you need to take those breaks.
Wow.
Have you ever done anything for 50 minutes, Dre?
Very rarely.
All right, Greg. You know how to Google, but do you know how to Google like a pro? Everyone knows that you put quotations around terms that you want to be searched for exactly. But what if you wanted to exclude something? Say you wanted to search for facts about dolphins, but all you keep getting info on is the Miami Dolphins. What could you put into your search bar to exclude, say, football from your search?
Whoa.
Would you put A, dolphin, right? You would write the word dolphins, then a tilde, which is the little squiggly line, and then the word football. Would you put dolphins dash football or dolphins vertical bar football? Which one would exclude football from your search? So you're only getting dolphin facts.
Okay, so we got tilde or tilde?
I don't know how it's
Tilde?
pronounced.
Tilde
Swinton. You have a Tilda
Tilde.
Swinton.
We have Tilda Swinton in between.
Mm-hmm.
There was the
A
vertical
dash
bar
or a
and
vertical bar.
and dash. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this is. I'm gonna go Tilda Swinton on this one.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
I'll give you the
something
chance
drew
to
me to
steal,
it.
Jack. Go for
Yeah,
it.
it's the
You gotta.
it's the dash.
It is the dash.
Wow.
Coming off. Did you actually know that?
I knew that.
Okay. All right.
I did not know that.
I think of it as like it's a minus sign.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. It's sort of like minus
Dolphins.
Dolphins minus football.
Whoa.
Now, I tried it.
Big
and
math
I
guy
gotta
over
tell
here.
Now I tried it, and I have to tell you, it didn't work completely.
Really?
Well, I
No?
did their example of Dolphins minus football. Miami Dolphins still came up, but just not as much.
Wow.
Just not as much. There was more animal dolphin facts sprinkled in, but there was still Miami Dolphins because their SEO is just on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm very rarely in that situation where I'm
Yeah.
excluding terms.
Well,
Right.
if you studied as much as you should have, you would have known that.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
We're here to shame you.
Yes.
I learned that
This is
within
study
a
hall. We're here to shame you.
40 to 50 minute period.
Okay, you did. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Whose turn is it?
I
Whose
think
turn
it's
is it now?
Greg's turn.
My turn. No, I just started.
No, it's Jack's turn. Jack, true or bullshit? Chewing gum could help improve your memory.
Yeah, that's
Chewing
true.
gum. That is correct.
Wow,
Do you
Jack
know
is a
why?
genius.
Jack is a genius.
Because it's I mean, I think it's like walking while you learn something. It's something that keeps your brain active.
Yes, you got the point for sure. So basically it creates an association. If you chew a certain type of gum and then chew the same type of gum when you take the test. So if you chew the gum while you're studying and learning, then you chew the same gum while you're studying and taking the test. It like somehow
When
the information is transferred through
the
the spearmint. I don't
Straight
know.
Whoa.
through that. Yeah, denting ice.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like when you said it has to be the same type, like you're
It has to be
chewing
the same
orbit,
type.
you got to do orbit again. You can't do
Yeah.
dentine.
Yes.
Oh, that's so
It's
interesting.
the same. It's because of like the sensory taste smell of the specific gum is like linking the memory.
That's so interesting. Yeah, you have to get your valedictorian speech ready.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I'm gonna start
Shit.
tanking.
Okay, Greg. Wait, what is it? What did you say?
I said he's gonna have to get his valedictorian speech ready because he's doing a pretty
Yeah.
good job so far.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah, he's killing
Yeah.
it.
I'm ready.
Okay, Greg. What is the best type of music for studying? Do you want an A, B, and C?
Oh, that was just an open question.
Yeah.
You want me to answer? Are
But
you,
I
are you
can
looking
give
for
you-
a genre?
Uh-huh.
Okay. The best type and it's not like one of these like E, none of the above, like they're all the same type of answers.
My D is actually all of the above.
Oh.
I'll give it to you. A, classical music. B, sounds of nature. C, ambient instrumental. Or D, all of the above.
E is lo-fi hip hop beats with an anime character on the front.
That's only funny to you because you saw that was on my Spotify.
Which is all over the internet.
That's literally what you just turned on.
I
What-
did not know that.
Yeah, yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. Oh man. So I feel like it's a misnomer that classical makes you smarter. Or like it helps form associations. And I think a lot of people listen to, what was the last one? Like ambient sounds and
Ambient
also
instrumental music.
ambient instrumental and nature sounds are super popular for like background music. Ah, man, I'm gonna say D, all of the above.
That is correct.
Woo!
I guessed it
Classical
before they even
music
gave you the options.
Is classical music. It is true that classical music helps you study. It does. I don't know why it's called the Mozart effect. It just improves mental performance. I don't
Oh,
know
it
if
does.
it helps you make
Okay.
associations or if it just like helps your brain work, like function more efficiently.
Open your mind.
Opens your
man.
mind, man. Sounds of nature as well, and ambient instrumental music. As long as it doesn't have words and it's like kind of relaxing, sort of like in the background, like it will help studying.
Yeah.
Or if you were
So
my
no
college
Usher
roommate,
confessions.
Yeah.
The Titanic soundtrack. Over
I
and
don't
over
think
and
that
over
she was
and
wrong.
over
Their
again.
Was she
view of that
okay?
is wrong.
It was really stressful for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so summertime's sad. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Hey.
Hey,
Callback.
We're gonna make 30 more terrible callbacks over the course of this podcast.
Love it. Okay, Jack, last question. True or bullshit? Staying up all night before an exam, studying, does not improve your test performance. True or bullshit? Staying up all night before an exam, studying, does not improve your test performance.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you have?
That's
So
the
you
only
did
way I study.
try.
I mean, I would find myself in situations where I had to bail myself out
Yeah.
of failing
Yeah.
the class. So it's tough. My personal answer is that it does help,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to say that the answer that you have is that it does not
Yeah.
help.
That's correct.
Yes.
So here's the thing. I think it probably helps if this is what I've experienced personally. It helps if you literally know nothing.
Right.
Like if
Right.
you
This is
are
my
coming
first
into
time with
this
the material.
blind, you're like,
Yeah.
this is first time I'm cracking open the book. I say go ahead and stay up all night studying,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But if you are at least a little bit familiar with the subject matter, study and then get sleep.
Yeah.
Because, and I'll tell you why, detailed information is actually only committed to memory during sleep. So you might read it the night before, but you're not going to remember it in the morning if you don't get deep sleep.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So sure, you
gotta sleep.
you
on
have
it.
to sleep on it because that's
Yeah.
literally it like gets actually stored in your brain after sleeping.
Wow.
And I also
It's
read
like
that
strengthening the connection pathways or something, right?
Yes, exactly. It like neural pathways are traveled and it's like solidified. Losing one night of sleep can impair your reasoning for up to 4 days.
Wow.
Losing one night of sleep can impair your reasoning. So
I
you also
believe that.
just might not even be able to make it to your classroom. You might not even know where it is.
Right. You
might
lose
just-
yourself in the moment. You own it. You know.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. I think that was you, right, Greg? Didn't you write
Are
that
we
song?
back to Mom's Spaghetti?
Yeah, Mama's
Yeah.
Spaghetti. That was yeah. That was my hit song.
You're not the only one that could do a callback. All right.
Wait, real quick, extra credit. Either both
Okay.
of you can answer whoever gets it first. Extra credit. What font is the easiest and fastest font to read? What's the best font for like studying notes or
Calibri.
reading?
26.
Times New Roman.
Oh, you mean
It's Times New Roman. It's Times New Roman.
oh, I was going to size. I thought you meant
Yeah,
font
I was like, I've
size.
never heard of 26 font.
I think 12 I thought 12 was like half of what we could read optimally.
Got it.
No,
You ever
12
do
is
size
like the
12 and then you
standard.
make the periods like 22?
Yeah, to get some extra
Yeah.
space in your resume. Wait, you said calligraphy for your first
I
year?
said calibri.
Calibri or whatever.
There's like
Yeah.
a
Oh,
Cala,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Times
Yeah.
New Roman probably makes
some
sense.
just so you know, some other hacks: creating mental associations, like we talked about, drawing diagrams, taking practice tests, trying to teach someone else to see if you know what you're talking, to see what you learned, watching documentaries about the subject, using app blockers to focus, and rewarding yourself with a treat. I saw this picture. they put like, there was a book open and like a gummy bear on every like two paragraphs. So like you read it, you get a gummy bear.
Oh
You
my
read it, you
God,
get a
that's
gummy
hilarious.
bear. Like
I
that.
need to do
Actually,
that.
I feel like that could work. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's so
Well,
funny.
Guys, we have one more quick game, but this game is really for Gregory because you need to get some points.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
need points.
Jack's in the lead right now. He has 9 points.
Whoa.
Gregory, you have 5. So like you
Ouch.
can do this.
You could
Okay.
do it. Yeah.
You can.
Okay.
You can totally do this. So let's see. You need to make 4 to get tied. So let's do each question is worth 2 points. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna just do a few. All right. So let's put your thinking caps on, guys. Last
ready to go.
game is about bird migration because
Okay. So
you guys had an
several-
episode of the Weather is Crazy podcast where you took listeners through the key tenets of bird migration.
wow.
Is that correct?
It is.
So they should know this.
Mm-hmm. You said
I think
join
this was
us
one
on
of the-
this.
Yeah.
You said
No,
join
sorry, go
us
ahead.
on this very exciting journey of wildlife observation and get one step closer to becoming an expert on all things birding. Did you write that, or is that from the website?
I wrote that.
You wrote that. Okay.
See, he's a
And then-
genius.
Here we go.
Bird on or something?
Doesn't it say bird up at the end?
Bird up?
Oh, I don't know if I didn't copy and paste that. Well, this game is called Bird Up.
Bird up.
Bird up?
It
Let's
was
go.
called Bird Migration Station, and now it's called Bird
Bird
Up. All right, so worth 2 points. Let's start with Gregory. At least 4,000 species of bird are regular migrants, which is about blank percent of the total number of birds in the world. Okay? A, 15%, B, 25%, C, 40%.
And the number that you gave was 4,000?
4,000 species of bird are regular migrants. 15, 25, or 40%.
I'm going to say the answer is C, 40%.
That is correct. You're all on the board, baby.
Whoa,
You're
all
on
Bird
the
up,
board.
bird up.
Bird up.
Bird up.
Bird up, bitches.
All right.
I knew that podcast was good for one thing. It would be worthwhile on a podcast a year later.
Okay, let's go with Jack. So, the Arctic tern, which is a type of bird, the Arctic tern has the longest migration of any bird in the world. These black-capped red-billed birds can fly more than 49,700 miles in a year, making a round trip between their breeding grounds in the Arctic and the Antarctic, where they spend their winters. The lucky bird gets to see 2 summers a year. And over its lifespan of more than 30 years, they live 30 years, the flights can add up to the equivalent to A, the length of going around the entire planet Earth, B, from New York to China 15 times, or C,
Like, what's bigger though? I don't even know.
3 trips to the moon and back.
Huh.
Ooh.
The Arctic tern, the longest migration of any bird in the world.
So it
Wow.
flies the
They
fur-
fly
the farthest.
49,000 miles in a year.
Okay.
They live for 30 years. So the length of
39.
going around the entire planet Earth, from New York to China 15 times. 3
So this is kind of like a math question too. Right?
I want to say New
Yeah.
York to China 15 times is definitely more than the one trip around the Earth.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with New York to China 15 times.
That is incorrect. Hey, Greg, you want to try to steal?
Heck yeah. I'm going to go with it's C, to the moon and back 3 times.
Yes! Oh,
bird goes to the moon
my
and
God.
They don't actually go to the moon, just the equivalent
That's
distance.
the length.
They can't
You're
live out
telling me
there.
it
in
goes
the-
from Antarctica to the moon?
I don't think you understood the question.
That's amazing.
All
I
right.
understood the
I
question.
love that.
Bird up.
Bird
You guys are
up.
tied. You guys are tied. So So this last question.
Oh, those were what were
Okay.
those? 3 points each? He gets 2 questions.
were
We're tied.
two-
Those are 2 points
2
each.
points each.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right. All right.
Yeah, you better buck up.
Right.
It's not. It's 9-9. Bird up.
I'll do 2 more. Let's see. I'm gonna do a fun one.
Bird
Oh,
up.
oh, okay. This is for both of you. This is the last question. Whoever gets this right wins the game.
Oh my god.
Okay. I want you to think of your answer in your head or write it down if you have a piece of paper, Jeopardy style. Okay?
Oh, they did need a piece of paper.
I guess they did. Migration can be extremely dangerous for birds, and many don't often make it to their starting point. Sometimes natural occurrences like harsh weather play a role, but many times human activities are the cause of birds' untimely demise. In the United States alone, there's a
This fucking cat.
having
I'm
sex.
sorry.
it's all
the
good.
cat.
Sorry.
The cat.
I think it's all the
toy.
bird talk. The cat's just
It's a lot of
excited
bird
about it.
talk, and the cat is like,
It's
okay.
getting excited.
Here's the question. In the New York State alone, up to 1 billion birds die each year from blank.
In the United States alone, up to 1 million birds die a
Up
year
to 1
from.
billion birds die
1 billion?
each year. 1 billion birds die each year from what?
I
Glass.
can't concentrate with that
No.
cat.
Screen
Crazy.
sliding glass doors.
Okay, so
Oh.
your guess is sliding glass doors.
The ozone.
Ooh, ouch.
Ooh.
It's entering back into the atmosphere.
I'm
from
gonna
under the
give
moon.
you-
Yeah.
Done.
I'm gonna give you each another guess, and it's definitely not the ozone. I'm gonna give you each one more guess.
Okay.
Right now,
Eating the
Jack
wrong
is
thing.
closer.
Like they ate a hot
Okay.
Cheeto, didn't sit
Eating a
well with
hot
them.
Cheeto?
They died.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with drones. People flying drones.
Oh, they fly in airplanes. They fly in airplanes.
Oh, interesting. No.
Wow.
Okay, that is not correct.
All right, do.
Oh, God.
It's actually window collisions on cars. But I feel like Jack should get that because it was so close. Let's do one
Let's do
more
one more.
tiebreaker.
Let's do one
Yeah.
more. Let's do one more.
One more tiebreaker. Your cat.
I can't.
It's all good. It's-
I mean,
No, I
don't
love
know.
it. It's
He'll
like a
be
nice
done
background
soon.
noise.
Yeah.
This is like the animal noise background that helps mental association.
Exactly. It's helping. It's supposed to help you study.
Yeah.
Okay. To prepare for the extremely taxing effort of migration, birds enter a state called hyperphagia. What is it? What do they do?
Whoa.
What is that state? Hyperphagia. What does that mean? How are they preparing?
I feel like it's like
a stumper.
it's like a hibernation. They're like saving energy.
I think they
So
fast.
resting to save energy, and you think that they fast?
Yeah, they bury themselves. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
pushing it.
You guys, this is a tied game. You're both going to have
We're
to make
both
a
wrong.
valedictorian
Oh
speech.
my
You
god.
guys are both wrong.
Wow.
They actually bulk up on food to store fat so they could use that
Oh,
later
wow.
on their journey because some birds don't even stop. They just fly like up to 2,000,
Wouldn't
3,000 miles.
would that technically be a hibernation though? Like stop
No, they
storing.
bulk up on food. He said like resting, and he said fasting.
Mm.
So you guys,
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
both
it's a
wrong.
tie.
I think.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the first time in Fuck You,
This
I'm
is
Smarter
smart.
history.
Absolutely. We've never had this before.
That a duo has tied.
I love it.
I love
you have
it
to give your
too.
valedictorian speech together.
Yes, give us
Should
your.
we-
So, as our winners, you get to say "fuck you, I'm smarter" to yourselves or to us because we don't know because you guys are just as smart
Say
as
it
each
to
other.
everyone. Yeah.
Can I
And
say it to
get
the
make a
cat?
valedictorian speech.
You could
Yeah,
definitely say it to the cat.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
What's your cat's name?
Kronos.
Kronos.
Mhm.
Fuck you. I'm smarter.
You are. He wouldn't do well.
That
in
was
this, but
really
yeah.
beautiful.
Not rude.
Yeah, that actually didn't feel good coming out. I gotta be honest.
Right.
I
And
feel-
it's
I
also
feel
like,
bad now.
It's a cat, so it's like, is it really something to brag about? But go
Yeah,
cheer.
I
mean,
feel like
do-
it's whining louder now.
Whatever.
Yeah. He's like, is it true though? Actually.
I feel like this this kind of exercise is very fitting for our school days, where
Yeah.
it kind of ends in mediocrity and just push you through.
We think we're right
Yes.
the entire time, but we're wrong most of the time.
Exactly. You're a senior.
Right.
You're graduating.
Yeah.
You gotta get on. We can't have you here.
It's
No more
funny.
tiebreakers. Sounds like
Yeah, I assumed you would win, and so I prepared a losing speech.
Ooh.
My
Great.
speech
Well,
for winning was gonna
technically-
be that this was not good at all for my ego, and just reinforce the fact that I need to come into things completely unprepared, and I'll be fine.
Yeah, and it
right.
worked.
So it's
Just
not
so you
a
don't
great-
have to change
Not a
anything.
great lesson.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, not
technically,
at all.
because you both won, you also both lost.
Right, so we could hear your losing speech if you.
That's true.
Yeah, can we hear the losing?
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little.
Sure.
Well, let's hear
Yeah.
a snippet.
I call it the what's it called when you're not the valedictorian? You're like the whatever the second place is.
Salutatorian.
Yeah, this is my salutatorian speech.
Love it.
Thank you. It's an honor to be runner up. I've always wanted to be 2 of 2, the silver medal of shame. My therapist says I need to be more okay with not being the center of attention, but personally, I think that's dumb as fuck. But got to give credit where credit's due. Jack fought harder than an overweight dad who's late for his flight. I'm like the Dwayne Wade to his LeBron. I'm the Melinda Gates to his Bill Gates. I'm the Ava Braun to his Hitler.
Wow. Beautiful.
So thank you. I'm happy to be
Yes.
number 2.
Wow, you
Wow.
guys.
I'm glad we
that
got
was
2
so
Hitler references in
beautiful.
today.
Yes.
I was just trying to get in as many as possible into your
yeah.
lovely podcast.
Thank
we
you.
really appreciate it. For all the Hitler talk was really my
Inspiring,
favorite. I
inspiring.
mean, at least we're not smoking.
At least we're
yet.
not smoking.
You
Yes.
guys, that was so fun.
It was
Thank
really
you
fun
so
to hang out
much.
with you. Thank you for coming on the show. Plug all your plugs. Let us know where we can find you, where we can follow you.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have to listen to your podcast. Let us
Yes.
know all your stuff.
This is Jack's favorite part. I think he should take it away.
Yeah.
It's
Who likes
the Weather's
to do
Crazy Pod on
self-promotion?
Instagram, the Weather's Crazy Podcast, Apple Music, and Spotify. If you like
There you go.
hearing about the weather, storms.
Are you a storm chaser? Do you have relationship problems?
Oh, are they related?
Yeah.
I
you
think
trying to
things that are stormy.
rekindle your relationship with your grandma.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does your grandma trying to rekindle with you, but you're not really about it?
Right.
Yeah. Grandma, get away.
Grandma Getaway. That's the name of your new podcast you guys are starting. Grandma Getaway.
And
Yeah,
then your
that's
grandma
our
comes in
spin-off.
halfway through.
And
Yeah.
then she has a Grandma Getaway where we like go on
Oh, on
vacation.
vacation.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that. That's the
Wow.
other spin-off.
Ooh,
of the
yeah.
spin-off.
She goes to like
Nice.
Myrtle Beach. Yeah.
inevitably
Yes,
has
she's
Kevin Hart in it for
totally
some
going
reason.
Oh, yeah.
to Myrtle Beach.
It has Kevin Hart and Damon Wayans, and they're starring in
She
it.
definitely has like a Stella got your groove back moment.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson's playing your grandmother, right?
Exactly. Yeah. He can play it. Him and Meryl Streep just play every role.
Yeah. Well, you guys, everyone listen to their podcast. Thank you so much for doing our show. That was so fun. You can follow us at Kelly and Lindsay. You can go to YouTube Live. You can watch all of these episodes. You can subscribe if you love us. If you don't love us, go fuck your mother.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that. We should add that to the end of all of our episodes
Yeah.
from now on.
Uh-huh.
Go fuck your mother. Yeah.
Rate, review, subscribe, tell your friends. Boop, boop, beep, beep, bop, bop, bop,
Beep,
bop,
boop,
bop,
bop,
bop.
boppity, boop, bop, bye.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
All right.